I was watching a sports show earlier this week. They were talking about a baseball great from the 1930s, a guy named Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig died 74 years ago, June 2nd of 1941. He was a young man of 38, and unless you're a baseball fan or old-timer who's been around for a long time, you probably know of Lou Gehrig as a disease, as in Lou Gehrig's disease, which is technically called ALS. Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis. Lou Gehrig was one of the best baseball players who ever lived. He held the record for most consecutive games played for many years, over 2,000 games played straight. He was called the Iron Man. And how ironically, for a guy named the Iron Man, he ended up dying at the age of 38 from a disease that's still around today, something called ALS, Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis, which, as awful as it is really nothing more than a generic way that the body breaks down. It's the result of nothing more than inflammation and fibrosis, the formation of fibers. It's a defensive response. This fibrosis, this defensive response, this inflammation that marks ALS is really the hallmark of all degenerative health issues, whether you're talking about arthritis or multiple sclerosis or Parkinson's disease or Bell's palsy or whatever flavor degenerative health crisis you have. The pain and the muscle and the nerve issues that are mark ALS, and ultimately the paralysis that's associated with ALS, like all degenerative diseases, are the reflection of an iconic, classic way that the body breaks down. It's a type of sclerosis, as in multiple sclerosis. ALS stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Sclerosis just means a hardening caused by the formation of fibers. If you've ever been told that you have an issue with fibrosis, it's basically the same thing as a sclerosis. Sclerosis, fibrosis, these represent, and inflammation in general, represent the body's way of protecting itself. It's a defensive mechanism. It's a way the body protects itself from degeneration. And the problem is not the sclerosis. The problem is, why is the sclerosis occurring? Your doctor's not going to tell you that because your doctor wants his money. The doctor wants to get paid. He isn't going to get paid if he tells you it's your fault. He's going to get paid by dispensing you drugs and diagnostics and CAT scans and MRIs and checkups. ALS, like any sclerosis or any inflammatory health issue, is just a protective response. And if you're dealing with this kind of health issue, your main job is going to be, if you want to get better, to figure out what is getting into the body that is initiating this protective response. What is the body protecting itself from? What nutrients are missing that is weakening the body? What nutrients are missing that are keeping the body in this inflamed and degenerated state? And that's it, folks. What's getting into the body that shouldn't be, what's not getting into the body that should. And I'm not here to minimize amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a serious health issue. It's terrible. It's deadly. But it is generic in the sense that the development of ALS, the disease called ALS, at the cell level, remember, it's all about the cell here. At the level of the cell, the development of ALS is the same as the development of all degenerative diseases. It's cells going wild, cells going nuts, cells not doing their business. Why? Because something is getting in, getting into the body. It's affecting the cells in a toxic way, and something is not getting into the body that the cells need to do their business. As far as the pathology goes, the actual disease state, there's nothing special about ALS. It's a standard run-of-the-mill degenerative disease in the sense that the breakdown is just inflammatory. It's just defensive. If you have ALS, or you have an inflammatory health issue, or you have a degenerative health crisis of any kind, know this, folks. You can be healthy. Your body is designed to be healthy. You can feel better. Your body is designed to be better, and this is great news. Health is as easy as good food, good nutrition in the form of a nutritional supplement program, breathing correctly. That means both oxygenation in, carbon dioxide out, and staying away from toxicity, and that includes prescription drugs, and that includes sugar, and that includes food processing chemicals and excitotoxins and such. Disease is not a thing. It's a process. Disease is not an insect that can be eradicated like a cockroach. It can't be forcibly evicted by a prescription drug. It can't be forcibly evicted by surgery. It's a process. It's a type of livingness. It's bad livingness. And this is good news because it means that whatever our degenerative disease processes are, they can be reversed. Get yourself on a good nutritional supplement program. Start using digestive support. Get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, the Healthy Start Pack, the Ultimate Enzymes, the Z-Radical will help too. Make sure you're getting your Mighty 90 essential nutrients, and there's not a single degenerative disease, health crisis that can't be improved or even eliminated. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. Toll free. We're coming back with more good health information right after this break. Don't go away.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the Ultimate Enzymes from Longevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time sign-up fee. Longevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Longevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
It's time to talk to my buddy and my colleague, Douglas Winfrey. What's up, Doug?
Well, great to have you on the show, as always.
Thank you.
I have one here that kind of surprised me when I saw this. It's a CNN story headlined, "Why Nuking Frozen Vegetables Might Be Healthier Than Poaching Fresh Greens." Say frozen vegetables, microwave radiation, what's cooking come to? They say zapping some frozen greens might be the healthiest thing you do all day. And this all comes from a video that's put out by the American Chemical Society's Reactions. They say your parents may have warned you not to gaze into the microwave, but the latest video says that sets the record straight. They say microwaves may use radiation to cook your food, but that doesn't mean they're not safe. They say frozen vegetables are less good for you than fresh. They say, in fact, microwave ovens use radio waves, especially tuned to excite water molecules. Molecules bounce around and heat up. At the same time, it cooks your food more quickly. They say metal reflects these radio waves, and they say the metal that these microwaves are lined with keeps the radio waves from escaping into your kitchen, but the microwaves aren't just safe. Actually, the healthiest way to cook food, because a microwave lets you cook your food without any oils or other fats and keep the meal leaner, plus they involve a lot less water. They say a good news nutritionally, if you boil vegetables, the water that you dump out at the end it takes out some of the valuable nutrients with it. Say most veggies can go in the microwave with just a little water, and there's less chance of wasting vitamins and antioxidants. They say veggies need to be fresh. To be healthy, frozen veggies are locked at their peak freshness, which is also when they pack in the biggest nutrient punch, that is. Vegetables that you buy at the store may have been sitting around for a long time and lost some of their nutritional value. Certain nutrients are best when fresh. Frozen produce is just as good for you, if not better.
How interesting is that?
Yeah, and I actually switched from canned vegetables to frozen vegetables.
Those are the worst.
A few years ago, yeah, because of the fact that, I had some that stayed around for a little too long and the cans blew up.
Oh, no. How long did you have them?
Oh, who knows?
20 years?
Years. I'm a bachelor, what do you expect?
It blew up? Holy cow, were they from 1910 or something?
I don't know, but I think I'd moved them several times.
I don't think they ever blow up.
I might have, well, the can started coming apart, and it started. It was obviously botulism going on inside the can. So,
all right. Hey, you could do stuff with that water. If you ever do boil your broccoli or your potatoes, whatever it is in the water, do something with the water. You can drink it. You can make soup out of it. You can use it as a base for a vegetable juice. You know what else you can do with it? You can wash your face with it. If you get B vitamins in there and you get some vitamin C in there, it's going to have some skin benefits. You can wash your hair with the water. So there's a lot. Don't throw that water out, you guys, if you are boiling your veggies. But your point's well taken, Douglas. Frozen vegetables and frozen produce and microwave produce actually might have more nutritional value. I do hear every once in a while stuff about microwaves having some kind of negative effect on fruits and vegetables, but I'm not really sure how that would be, to be perfectly honest, because as you said, Doug, it's just kind of vibrating the molecules, right?
Right. I actually read one time, I don't know if this is true or not, but I read that when you microwave meats, that it actually changes their molecular structure.
As opposed to heating the meat?
Yeah, as opposed to, say, like, barbecuing it or cooking it in the oven or whatever. Not sure how true that is.
It doesn't quite. I don't quite understand how that would be. Heating is definitely the enemy of nutrition, though, and the less heat you use, the better off you're going to be. All right, our number today, 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080. That's our priority line number, 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. Toll free, got lines open for you, and we'd love to hear from you if you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, or the longevity products. I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc today along with Doug Winfrey. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the ZBS Radio Network.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%. According to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Longevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
So, Douglas, should we talk about the new Viagra for women?
Yeah, and I saw something about that. What I found interesting is that it's already been failed twice, and it's just sort of like they just keep trying. It's like if you run it past the FDA enough
Eventually.
times, eventually they'll approve it to make it go away.
I don't know, but if you have a libido problem, I'll tell you what, a libido problem or fertility problem, both of which are manifestations of the body's emergency response system. When the body feels like there's an emergency, the body feels like its survival is at stake. It's activated the so-called sympathetic nervous system, which is your stress, fight or flight, survival-based nervous system. Sex is the last thing on the body's mind, and so is fertility for that matter. And you know, infertility is like an epidemic. I think it's 1 out of 3 people, 1 out of 3 women, or some crazy number. I'm not sure if it's 1 out of 3. Are dealing with infertility issues, sperm counts are dropping, and some of that has to do with excess amounts of estrogen in the environment, so-called xenoestrogens that are emitted from plastics and from prescription drugs and even in our water, but a lot of it has to do with this general sense of inflammation and immunity that is occurring in most of our bodies. Our bodies are just breaking down, sometimes more, sometimes less, but there's this overall underlying sense that the body is dealing with some kind of degenerative health issue, and it's understandable. Look at the way we're eating. Look at enzyme-depleted foods and processed foods and chlorine in the water and fluoride in the water compromising good bacteria in the gut, not to mention nutritional deficiencies, not to mention nutritionally depleted foods, not to mention antibiotics everywhere. Folks, I'm telling you, if you're dealing with a chronic degenerative health issue, if you're dealing with a psychological health issue, if you got poor libido or you got infertility problems, the first thing you want to do, figure out what's getting into the body, what is getting into your system. It's activating the survival response. Second thing you want to do is get yourself on a well-rounded Mighty 90 nutritional supplement program. It's one of the neatest things about the longevity products is they simplify the Mighty 90. How hard, Douglas, is it to get your Mighty 90 essential nutrients from the Healthy Start Pack? It's simple.
Not hard at all.
Not hard at all. It's $120 a month. It'll cost you something like that. It'll cost you $3 or $4 a day. You'll get the basics, the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. And the good news is you're not going to be spending money on prescription drugs. You're not going to be waiting in line at the doctor's office or in the pharmacy or filling out insurance forms. And you know what else? You're going to be eating less food. So much of our eating behavior is caused by a lack of nutrition. One of the first things that people notice when they get on a good nutritional supplement program, even if it's not the Mighty 90, even if it's just the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, one of the first things that people notice once they start sipping on the BTT throughout the day is you don't feel as hungry throughout the day. And we don't market, we don't even talk about weight loss when you use the Beyond Tangy Tangerine or when you use the Healthy Start Pack or when you get on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, but that's one of the quickest and one of the neatest benefits and one of the fastest benefits that you'll appreciate once you get on the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients is you're full much faster, you're not snacking in the middle of the day, and if you are snacking in the middle of the day, you're snacking a lot less and you're eating a lot less food as well. That's just one of the fringe benefits, not to mention that you're going to live a lot longer and you're going to keep yourself out of the doctor's office and out of the pharmacy for that matter too. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. We're coming back with your phone calls. If you're on hold, hang tight. If you're not, our number is 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Let us help you how to understand how to use a good nutritional supplement program. If you're on medication, let us help you wean yourself off your medication. Let us help you change your life today. Let us help you change the lives of loved ones, friends, workmates, and family members today as well. 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Toll free on Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back right after this on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. 3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about longevity home-based business opportunities. Let's head to Virginia. And Carmen, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Carmen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I got a gluten attack in December, and it was crawled up from it was like athlete's foot between my toes, but now it's just on the top of my foot, and it itches. It
A gluten attack. Did the gluten beat you up?
Yeah, it did. And I was told it could be a fungus, and I was wondering, how do you get rid of a fungus on the top of your foot?
Now, what makes
a natural way to do it?
Well, yeah, there's a couple things you could do, but I'm just wondering, what makes you think it's gluten? Do you have other problems? You have digestive?
Dr. Wallach said it, and I went to 2 different doctors, and they said the same thing.
Okay, got it.
And
Do you
that
have
was a long time ago. And,
how's your belly?
It's like
how's your belly,
my
Carmen?
toes are okay.
Forget your toes.
I don't
How's your
eat
belly?
anything but
How's
my
your belly? Yeah, we'll talk about your toes
still
later.
got a little ways to go.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, how's it feel? Like, is it bloated, or are you uncomfortable?
No,
gas?
I did that 20-day thing back in December when I found out about that. I'm
The
good.
Swear V cleanse?
No, it was with the capsules.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what you mean.
The liquid mineral thing, and the
20-day? Do you know,
nightly
Douglas?
essence.
I'm not sure what that is. Doug,
the
do you know what
probiotics
do you know?
with
Hang on, Carmen, just a minute. Carmen, just one moment. Do you know? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what that is, but here's the deal, Carmen, all right? I'm going to assume that it's a fungal infection, and it has to do with like kind of an athlete's foot type of deal, and there are things that you could do topically. Get yourself on, if you're using the longevity stuff, get the Ancient Legacy essential oils and try either tea tree oil, or you can try some oregano oil. But if you do either tea tree or oregano, you might want to cut it with a little bit of jojoba or olive oil or something, or maybe some coconut oil. Actually, coconut oil would be a good thing to cut it with, because coconut oil can help increase the penetration of things past the surface of the skin. So I would be using essential oils topically. You might also want to make yourself a Beyond Tangy Tangerine solution and dab a little bit of the solution on your toes or on the fungus there. It's a little sticky, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because then it'll stick to your toes. And the vitamin C in there and some of the nutrients in there may have a beneficial effect for fungus. I'm not sure how that will work, but you can give it a shot. But the Ancient Legacy essential oils might also be a good way to go. Tea tree oil's got some really neat antifungal properties, as does oregano oil, although oregano oil will burn the skin a little bit. So, and also tea tree oil, so cut it with some coconut oil. And I hope that helps you out. Thanks for your call, Carmen. Appreciate it. Who's next on the line, Doug?
Let's head to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Terry, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Terry.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you, Dr. Pharmacist Ben?
Pharmacist Ben. I'm doing good.
Yes. Okay. I have just started on the program. I learned about Dr. Wallach on Coast to Coast.
Oh, good.
And so I had made the phone call. And so I've been on this now for 4 days. Now, my question...
What are you on exactly, Terry? What are you taking? What are you using?
Yeah, I'm on the Tangerine and the
OsteoFX?
And,
so the Healthy Start Pack. You got the Healthy Start Pack?
Sir.
Okay, good deal. All right.
Now, prior to that, just to give you a little heads up, I happen to be a natural hygienist, so
nice.
I'm very, very, very careful about what I put in my body.
Very nice.
I was juicing, blending.
Terry, we got to take I want to hear what you have to say. You sound like a smart gal, and I want to hear what you have to say, but we got to take a break. Can you hold on?
Sure.
Okay, good. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate it. All right, we've got to take a break. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey, and we do have a line open for you, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. You can also try 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. We'll come back with Terry, our natural hygienist from Pittsburgh, when we come back, and your phone calls as well. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. We'll be back right after this on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're talking to Terry in Pittsburgh, our natural hygienist, new natural hygienist listener. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about it before we get to your question here. Natural hygienist, right? Does that have anything to do with the Hippocrates Institute or the Natural Hygiene Society or any of those people?
Yes, all of the above. And
okay.
I've done this probably
Do you know Victoris? Do you know Victoris?
Over 30 years and studied with various naturopathic doctors and raw foodists and
very nice.
So on and so forth. So basically, that's the kind of life I've led. I grow my own wheatgrass, my own sprouts, indoor garden, and that's
that's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to win a free Beyond Tangy Tangerine on me?
I don't know.
Tell me if you could tell me where the word hygiene comes from.
From the Greeks.
I know specifically though. Oh, that's a good guess. Everything's from the Greeks.
Hygiene.
Okay, that's all right. Don't worry about it. I thought I'd get you free. That's all right. Go ahead. How can we help you, ma'am?
All right. So now. I'm I have atrial fibrillation.
Okay.
And I am not able to lay flat at night. I have to sleep sitting up, and the sleeping is 1.5 hours.
Okay. You want some help with the AFib? It's very easy.
I do.
Okay, let me tell you. And you're in good company. Millions of people have this.
Wonderful.
Okay. But you don't have AFib though. I want to correct you. It's important that we get our syntax correct, because to say I have AFib means you've been cursed. It's like a condemnation. It's more appropriate to say occasionally your heart fibrillates. That's better. Isn't that better? Doesn't that sound more powerful?
Well, it does fibrillate, only it's constant fibrillation.
Okay, all right. So constantly your heart's fibrillating, but you don't have AFib. Your heart is fibrillating. Now, what does that mean, fibrillating? It's a cool word, actually, but what does it really mean? It means that the electrical conductivity is not flowing through the heart tissue correctly. The heart's an electrical organ. I know you understand that. Correct. And so electricity and by the way, how the electricity runs through the heart in order to make a heart beat in rhythm for the most part billions of times for the average lifetime with no problems is really, it's mind-blowing. It's just flat out mind-blowing. But what happens when you have AFib is the conductivity, the flow of electrical energy through the heart does not occur as it should. And so the heart rhythm is thrown off. It fibrillates. It shakes. To fibrillate basically means it shakes or it tremors. Instead of beating correctly, it beats in this disorganized fashion. There's only one reason why that happens, and that's because the tissue is inflamed. And the tissue is inflamed for only one reason. That's because it's stressed out and burdened. There's a very important relationship between a burdened body, a stressed out body. I'm not just talking psychological stress, although that can be a component. I'm talking about all kinds of stress. Physiologic stress, nutritional deficiency stress, the stress of sugar, and make no mistake about it, sugar is a major stress in the blood. Basically, you've got toxins in the blood and not enough nutrition in the blood. And this is creating a stressful situation on the heart. It's resulting in inflammation, and you end up with a disruption in the flow of electrical conductivity. The reason I'm spending so much time on this is because you're not alone. This is very common. And even worse, this is the most egregious thing I'm going to tell you right now. The medical professionals who are sworn to do no harm, and I'm going to try not to get angry here because I get really angry when I think about this. The medical professionals who are sworn to do no harm, instead of figuring out why is your heart freaking out, what they can do to calm the heart down, or what you can do to calm the heart down, they will poison you with one of the most deadly toxic drugs there are, which is called a blood thinner or an anticoagulant. It's so mean-spirited. Here's what you need to do, ma'am. You need to calm your body down. If you want to go out of AFib very quickly, sit on the couch and practice slow, deep breathing. Simply oxygenating and blowing off carbon dioxide will stabilize the heart. That's all you need. That's just one thing, and that'll happen quickly. But in addition to that, you got to figure out what's getting into your blood that's creating this toxic situation. And I'm almost guaranteeing you 100% it has something to do with some kind of digestive health issue, either a problem food or a problem processing that food. Sugar will compound the issue. So if you're eating a lot of bread or veggies or carbohydrate-rich veggies, potatoes and pasta and rice, etc., you may have a problem there as well. So first and foremost, correct digestive issues. Get yourself on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Take 3 in the morning and 3 at night. Use your Ultimate Enzymes after all meals. The Ultimate Enzymes will do a couple things for you. Number one, they'll help you process your food because they're digestive enzymes. But number two, they'll thin your blood. They'll keep more blood flowing to the heart, more oxygen getting to the heart, more nutrition getting to the heart, and more detoxification of the heart. So use your Ultimate Enzymes with meals as well as on an empty stomach. Continue on the Healthy Start Pack. It's only been 4 days. You're going to start to notice some real powerful benefits and results from the Healthy Start Pack, especially the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You might want to throw in the Ultimate Selenium, which has got a lot of really, really wonderful cardio benefits, heart health benefits. And then, if I were you, I'd be doubling up on the Ultimate EFAs. Maybe instead of 9 a day, take 18 a day for a few days and see what happens with that. Basically, you're looking at a digestive problem, a blood sugar problem. You might want to throw in the sweeties, by the way. A blood sugar problem, and then an oxygenation issue between nutritional supplementation, changing the way you eat, especially around sugars, and making sure you're practicing slow, deep breathing. You could do a lot of things for your AFib. And I'm going to tell you one last thing. The Z-Radical and the Fucoid Z both have wonderful circulatory health properties. They'll improve blood flow, they'll thin your blood, and again, they'll get more oxygen to your heart, help you get more oxygen to your heart, more nutrition, and more detoxification from your heart as well. Thanks for your call. Terry, the hygienist. By the way, hygiene comes from the Greek goddess Hygeia, who was the goddess of health. That's where the word hygiene comes from. Thanks for your call, Terry. Let's see if we can get one more in, Doug.
Doc Wallach, when it comes to AFib, actually believes that it's also that could be partially due to degenerative disc disease, where the eighth cranial nerve gets pinched, and so it interrupts the electrical flow to the heart and could cause atrial fibrillation. Because about 90% of the people that we have calling on that topic, if Doc asks them if they have back problems, they say yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So I would recommend she also maybe take some glucogel as
Glucogel caps. And, the glucogel caps are great for a lot of things. Then, the glucogel caps are great for the digestive system. Did you know that?
I heard you say that one
time.
They
will help strengthen the connective tissue in the gut. So if you're dealing with leaky gut syndrome, and many, many people are dealing with leaky gut syndrome where holes develop in the intestine and stuff gets into the blood. It's the main reason why the blood gets dirty is because of little leaks in the intestine. The glucogel caps will help strengthen your digestive system in the same way they help strengthen the cartilage in your joints. Love the glucogel caps. I think that was Doc's. That's one of Doc's first products, actually, was the pig pack and the glucogel caps. Okay. Let's see, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Who's next, Doug?
Let's head to Texas. And Tommy, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Tommy in Texas.
Yes,
What's
sir.
the word?
What's going
on? How you doing, man? How can we help you?
My wife, she has a goiter on her throat there, and they said that she has an overactive thyroid.
Okay. Texas Tommy, I need you to talk in the phone. I can't hear you, brother. Speak up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're cutting out, though. Give me a couple key words there, Tommy. I think we lost.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, my wife, she's got a goiter.
Goiter.
And they told her she has an overactive thyroid.
Underactive thyroid.
They told her she has an overactive thyroid, yeah.
Well, what are they giving her?
Well, she hadn't taken any medication. She didn't want to, so right now she's taking 2 of the Ocean Gold.
Okay.
And she's taking 1.5 ounce of the Body Toddy.
Okay.
And 3 a day on the EFA.
All right, so here's the deal. The hyperthyroidism, the excessive thyroid activity, and hypo, for that matter, hypothyroidism, both of them have to do with a messed up digestive system. And then secondly, a blood sugar system. Between the digestive tract and the blood sugar, that's where you run into all your thyroid problems. What's your wife's name, Tommy?
Julie.
Does Julie how long you been married? A long time?
We've been married 29 years.
That's a long time. That qualifies. So she's got to have some digestive problems, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm not saying that because I'm a psychic. I'm saying that because that's how the body works. The number one reason why the thyroid gets messed up, whether it's Graves' disease, which is hyperthyroidism, or whether it's Hashimoto's disease, which is hypothyroidism, and by the way, this is another epidemic, is problems with the thyroid. The number one reason is digestive health issues. So you got to focus on the digestive system. These are all also involve the immune system and oftentimes what they call autoimmunity. And as we've said so many times before, the digestive system and the immune system are like 2 peas in a pod. All right, Tommy, don't go away. We'll get to you when we come back from our break and help your wife, Julie. And if you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you as well. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552 toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Doc today. We'll be back right after this.
Fish has been thought of as a brain food for eons, but it's not the fish that's key. It's actually the essential fatty acids, EFAs, or omega-3s found in fish, called essential because they're necessary for good health and your body can't make them. So they must be consumed through diet or supplementation. Youngevity has developed the perfect supplement in SmartFX, an acronym for Sustained Memory and Retrieval Time, a concentration of DHA and EPA, both members of the omega-3 family, supporting neural path function and cardiovascular health for optimal mental concentration, awareness, focus, and agility. If you've got a mentally demanding career, you're a student crunching for the big test, or just want to maintain health for a sense of well-being, try SmartFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
With increasing rates of osteoporosis, it's becoming more and more evident that most Americans have low blood levels of calcium. Some would say,
I get all the calcium I need from dairy products.
Unfortunately, that's just not true. Besides, most dairy products are homogenized and can contain steroids and antibiotics that kill off good bacteria in the digestive system. Not to mention, the human body needs magnesium to make use of dietary calcium. That's why Longevity developed OsteoFX Plus, containing bioavailable plant-derived forms of vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc, copper, and glucosamine sulfate. OsteoFX Plus is formulated to support healthy bones and joints. Not to mention, OsteoFX Plus tastes great, unlike other products that taste like chalk or dirt. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Texas Tommy, Texas. You there, my man?
Sure.
All right, so you want to start focusing on foods first. There's a very important relationship between good bacteria, also known as probiotics, that live in the universe of bacteria in the intestine called the microbiome. And there's a very important relationship between these microbiome bacteria and the thyroid. When you have a problem with the thyroid, chances are pretty darn good you're going to have it's starting off from a problem in your digestive system, and because the thyroid regulates the digestive system, now you're going to end up with more digestive problems, and you get this vicious downward spiral. Chances are she's got diarrhea and loose stools and isn't absorbing her nutrients. So first things first, let's take care of the digestive health, all right? Get her on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, 2 or 3 capsules in the morning, 2 or 3 capsules at night. You might want to try throw in the Fucoid Z as well. And then also you might want to throw in the glucogel caps, as we were talking earlier. That'll support the digestive system and help build it up and strengthen it. Also, the ultimate enzymes after all her meals, very important. The Ocean's Gold is good, but you got bigger fish to fry, in my humble opinion. And the Z Radical will get you some iodine and also help build the digestive tract. But the Healthy Start Pack is really, after the digestive system, the Healthy Start Pack is super duper important for you. But make sure your wife is sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine slowly. With the hyperthyroidism, with a fast-moving thyroid, chances are pretty good that she's not going to be able to absorb the intense amount of nutrition that's in there. And there is a lot of nutrition in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. So have her sip on it a little slowly instead of trying to drink it all at once. That way she'll make sure that she doesn't run into any diarrhea or loose stools or make it worse, or she loses the nutrients and doesn't get the benefit of them. And there's some really, really wonderful nutrients in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I absolutely love this product. I've been formulating nutritional products now since the early 1980s, since 1983. And I know a good formulation when I see it, and hats off to Dr. Wallach and Richard Renton and all the folks that were involved in the formulation of that product, man. That is an absolute winner, no matter what you got, but especially if you're dealing with a hyper-metabolic state. That is where the body's moving super duper fast. Hyperthyroidism is one of those states, and even if you're just drinking a lot of coffee, that can also cause you to burn through nutrients if you're not on a good nutritional supplement program, you're not eating like you know you should. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine can help you replace some of those super important B vitamins and electrical nutrients, the electrolytes and vitamin C, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you so much for your call, Tommy from Texas. Hope we helped you out. And who's next on the line, Doug?
All right, let's head to California. And Lynette, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Lynette.
Hi there. How are you, Ben? I enjoy your talk so much.
Oh, I think I recognize your voice, right? You and I have talked. Have I seen you in person?
No, this is my first time.
Okay. You just sound familiar. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. How's it going today? How can we help you?
Okay, I have 2 dear friends.
Okay.
And, one of them The first one is 212 pounds.
Okay.
He has fatty liver for several years.
Fatty liver?
Fatty liver, yeah.
Okay. How tall is your 212-pound friend?
He's 6'1".
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Recently, he's got gallbladder, kidney stones.
Okay. He's got gallbladder stones and kidney stones?
No, just kidney stones, small ones.
Okay.
But, they removed recently, naturally.
Okay.
Something.
You want me to help you with your friend? Are you trying to say you need some help with your friend? Because I'm kind of getting the picture here. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, how old's your friend? How old is he?
He's 50.
Okay, he's 50, so he's a young man. So here's the deal. The kidney stones are telling me that something's not getting processed correctly. When the body starts to precipitate out crystals, that means the blood is getting toxic. You ever put salt in water? You ever put salt in water? I know you have. Just say yes. You put salt in water, right? Imagine if you keep putting salt in water, more and more and more salt. First, the first couple of spoons of salt, they're going to go right in the water. But over the course of time, that water is going to become saturated with salt, right? And then all of a sudden, you're going to put one little teaspoon, half a teaspoon more salt, and all of a sudden, you're going to get a bunch of crystals. Can you picture that?
Okay.
Can you picture that? How that happens in your head? You put salt in the water, it dissolves, and then you put a little bit more. We're out of time, so I'm just going to say this real quickly. When crystals come out of the blood, that means the blood is toxic. It's a serious problem, and you can have them always removed, but it's not going to end the problem. So here's what you need to do. You need to clean the blood. That means get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, the ultimate enzymes. Get on the Healthy Start Pack, throw in the Z-Radical as well. Folks, I don't care what your health challenge is. Get yourself on a nutritional supplement program, change the way you eat, and you can begin to reverse it and completely eliminate it eventually within short order. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben for Doug Winfrey, for Doc, for all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. PureWorks.